Hi, I'm Bronwyn from Wisdom of the Sage, and I am about to do Aries horoscopes for 2025. And I'm going to go month by month, Aries, so hopefully it makes it a little bit easier for you. And then I'll round it off with some of the big themes for you in 2025, which become obvious as I talk through it. And then I'll pull a tarot card for you as a bit of a theme of the year. So I hope you enjoy it. Alrighty. So, Aries for January. Now, on the positive side, your imagination will be dreamy and you'll be feeling quite positive. Um, it'll be very easy for you to spend time daydreaming during January. Aries, not always an easy thing for a energetic fiery sign like you to do. And remembering that daydreaming is really a form of manifesting. So make sure you're putting a really positive spin on those daydreams. It won't be difficult. You'll also be feeling romantic, but watch for fanciful fantasies. That's a mouthful, isn't it? When it comes to your love life during January, or you may be let down. Money may also slip through your fingers at the beginning of the year, meaning you may need to work harder than usual to regain any losses. But your energies or your focus will mainly be in the home and particularly with your birth family, Aries. You may start some home renovations or make some plans to make your home more of a space for you. Or there might be something going on with your birth family where you feel called to as well and spending time there. Your career will also be on your mind as well. And it's a good month for you to bring up any ideas or suggestions for change in the workplace, as you'll find you've got the right words. They'll come really easily for you to be able to convince others who are unsure. Just going to turn that music down a little bit if you can hear that. Now, late in the month is a great time for spending with friends in January and even with new friendship groups. Um, as you let go of old friends that no longer light you up. Do not get too fiery, though, if that is the case, Aries, as you may say something that you can't take back. So, you really do have a bit of a jam packed January. Now, early in February, you'll gain a new confidence and spring in your step, and it's a great time for you to communicate and spend time with friends that you value. That you value is key here. Um, Valentine's Day brings on romance this year for you, Aries, and that will remain until the end of the month. With some deep and meaningful conversations that will lift your relationship to a new level. But it's not only your significant relationship, it's all relationships. It's really great time for that. Now, March for you, Aries, is a great time for self love. So spend some time on you. Make sure that you do. And as the month progresses, your own spiritual connection will be calling for some love and attention as well. So whatever your spirituality or however that looks for you, definitely spend some time tending that garden in March, late March. The second half of March also brings on some passion in romance, and you'll feel confident and loved. However, it will be a Mercury retrograde late in March, so watch for any old unresolved issues that may come up for your relationship, asking for a revisit. And there's also a solar eclipse in Aries, and that will ask you to lead the way forward with those conversations, Aries. So try not to sweep anything under the carpet that comes up from the past. Now, once you move into April, both Venus and Mercury will be going direct, and any issues from the past that were coming up in March should be well resolved, and the momentum will be much more forward focused. Your focus will move from home and family to sports, music, fun, hobbies, anything that you really enjoy spending your time doing will come to the light early in April. So make sure you carve out some time to do so, Aries. In May, watch out for old connections to reach out to you. Some that you may or you may be happy for, but I have a feeling there may be some connections or some old friends reaching out that you may not be so happy to see. And some old hurts may come up for you to deal with those old connections. Now, something unexpected or surprising may happen with your finances in May. It could be positive or it could be negative, but the main thing is it will be surprising. And I actually feel it will be positive because this year is quite a good year for finances after that shaky start in January for you, Aries. So, and as we move into June, it will be a great month in particular for you for finances. And you may find yourself splurging on something you've been wanting for a long time. Also, in June, you'll find your protective side coming out, and it may be in a big way. Now, just watch it because that fiery temper of yours may be well triggered, but it won't be for you, it'll be on behalf of somebody else. Also, in June, fitness and health will be a focus for you later in the month. So, that's a really good time to join the gym if you've been thinking about it or start a new health regime. As we move into July, your run of luck with finances will continue in a big way. And you can also expect some fun time with siblings and or friends in July. It's quite a social month for you. Neptune begins their retrograde journey in your sun sign in July as well, Aries. So you may find something from the past that had you feeling unseen or unheard or, some sort of invisible. It may make a return in some way. But it coming up again presents an opportunity for you to resolve that once and for all because things that keep reoccurring they're going to keep reoccurring until you dig down and you resolve that. Um, you may find those feelings of being invisible intensify somewhat when Saturn starts their retrograde journey mid-month. But the good thing with Saturn is that Saturn will help you design a plan to start to alleviate those feelings. Uranus enters Gemini in July, and that will have you thinking of things like freedom and rebellion in some way, or whatever that means for you. And your focus on play will also intensify late in July, and it might have something to do with a win at sport, or I don't know, might win a prize for art. That there's some sort of recognition in there as well. In August, your energy will be on your relationship, and it's a great month for love for you in August, Aries. So long as you are sharing the lead with your partner, because Aries naturally takes the lead. That's why you're Aries and why you're such a good leader. But in a relationship, you need to be able to share that. Um, Late August, you may look at changing up your daily routine, perhaps with a new fitness regime or a wellness focus, or it could just be, I don't know, to change the way you're doing things at home. Maybe you'll get a cleaner, who knows? But there'll be some sort of change there. September will be a good month for work, Aries, and there may even be an unexpected pay rise of some sort. It's also another great month for your relationship with some passionate time scheduled for later in the month for you. Now, things change up a bit when we hit October for you, Aries. There's some mystery and taboo to the energies around you at this time. The focus again will still be with your relationship, but you may find some deep feelings that are generally hidden are coming up to the surface for you to work on. But don't worry, the mood totally lightens up by the end of the month as your mind turns to renewed and refocused dreams and values. And in November, that focus will start to move onto some big things. Big things like, I don't know, you might plan or even embark on an overseas journey, or you may start a new course of study in a subject, or a theme that you're really passionate about. Now, some of those feelings and hidden desires that come to the surface for you in October will start to resolve during November as well. And in fact, you should be able to put it to bed mid-month altogether, so long as you do that inner work to get there. Otherwise, it'll just remain hidden. It'll come up at another time, believe me. December. Now, by the end of the year, Aries, you'll be feeling strong and confident as you reflect on a year that has created some opportunity to close out some themes that have been reoccurring for you. It's a really good chance for you to do this in 2025, Aries. Your mind will be on big and better things, and any new routines that you started during the year, they'll be well established by now. And as the year closes out, your finances will be set up for the next year in some way to create a positive cash flow. It's a great ending to your year. December's a month for you to work towards. So if you think about the themes that came up for you, that will come up for you in 2025, I would predict, Aries, that there'll be something to do with your relationship. If you're in a relationship, you'll be able to bring that to a new level. There's going to be some inner work for you to do, but if you do so, you're going to shut down some issues for good. There could be new routines for you in terms of health and well-being that will be for the better. But one of the real reoccurring themes that keep going through the year is finances for you, Aries. So I really feel finances are off to a shaky start, but by the end of the year, you're going to be feeling really secure about your finances, which is great. Now, let's see what tarot card comes up for you. And I'm using the Modern Goddess tarot cards here, which are one of my favorites. And I mean, I'm doing this through Capricorn season. I feel these cards are very grounded and very Capricornian. So let's see what comes up for you. Now, I will just stop if something doesn't come up when I feel we've got it. All right. So you have the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands, I think, really reflects the year of some hard work in closing out some of those reoccurring themes, and also ending on a high note when it comes to finances as a result of hard work. So, look at the rainbow in the background there. You'll be working towards some new riches, and there's lots of growth there as well. You can see the growth in the leaves on the wands. So you've really got an opportunity, Aries, in 2025 to close out some reoccurring themes, which, look, it's easy to say, but they're not always easy to do. But work your way through that, because the results and the rewards, it's the pot at the end of the rainbow there as well. And actually, looking at this card, there's definitely going to be changes in the home for you, Aries. Some areas will actually move, I would predict, and others just may, it may be a renovation, but there's definitely changes to the home as well. I hope you enjoyed that, and I will work my way through the other signs as we get closer to the end of the year. Okay, thanks.